Matumba favor. I feel like it could do pretty good. Oh, what is this?
Hey, Marty's at mid. Well, let's push mid. We've got double forward spirits, we've got our Wraith King here.
And they've got a Chronosphere if they want to try and fight.
That makes defending this tower very difficult. And yeah, Sanking says, yeah, I'm a lone bottom and can free farm, but we've also got bigger issues as mid-tier 1's being claimed, and I don't see this being defended. The reincarnation means Martu doesn't really have to be afraid of too much in the front line.
A lot of TP's coming out. He'll be glimpsed back into the midst of the kinetic field. They get a good route on Timberman, tanking the tower at the moment. The Hex indeed immediately let a follow through Chrono to trap off Error. They take down the Juggernaut. They have lost for Timberman, but indeed with that second life, he may be ready to go back for more. They'll get a good route to hold him back again, but he hits the stun onto the Mirana. Trixie comes up with a good power strike onto Twin. In fact, that's resulted in escape, finding a kill in return. Arrow flies forward to be duped out by Mind Control. He'll be able to get himself back to safety, but mid lane Koikfer continues to chase down Miracle under the tower. Was hoping for a route, didn't quite get it. In fact, while he gets the route, in fact, onto Kuroki's, he just turns his attention towards the line. Sinner in there as well. They're looking for the body blocks with the bear. One more touch will do it. And Escape able to find some good kills in return for losing Error, and they're not done yet. Yap and Trixie jumping forward, looking for the Miracle kill. They'll find that as well. And they are more than happy with...
When maxed out means that bear can be brought down pretty well by the Wraith King. Up a Helm of Iron Will, so likely going back into an armlet as well. He'll be in a very tanky state with the Echo Saber and armlet at that point.
Bottom lane, Kuro could be the first to be caught out here. Sin gets the vision. Kuroki holding Sin back with the stun. Arrows to fly forward. Kuroki jukes it out, but the vision's there for the glimpse. Immediately into the static storm. Escape. Take Kuro to start off this bit of a play. So if they get anything more out of it, Trixie jumping forward. Look for GH. Actually going to miss the burrow strike. So GH is able to walk himself back to safety. But Escape getting at least one kill and also getting another objective as the push is starting to come through thick and fast, and at the same time top lane Matumba was looking for something, but the TPs are coming through, and Matumba is he going to be punished? He's going to be able to dodge the arrows. He heads behind the creep wave. Cinder though with the glimpse bringing him back into the kinetic field. At least he kill him once. Trixie's got to be careful, takes a huge crit to the face. He'll jump forward, they'll finish off Matumba for the first time. Can they kill him a second time? GH is there with a big fisher that takes down the Sand King. Mind Control turning for well, allowing them to get a second kill. They're jumping forward for more. Chrono's back up in 10 seconds. Error and Yapso have to be incredibly careful here as Liquid chasing down more. See if they get something else out of this. Oh, actually the Echo Slam coming out, but he was already in the Omni Slash, so it's just absolutely nothing. And out from Yap, holding back Matumba. Miracle now turns up. They'll drop the Chrono and the Sunstrike to find that kill finally on Error. So all things said and done, it's good news for Liquid.
Yeah, very good news for Liquid. Not the flawless kill onto the Jug at the end, with the Earthshaker going down. He kind of tried to echo before the Omni Slash came out. It was just a split second too late. They may even find Yapster as well. Kuro! Oh, he had Finger there if he could. A big concern as far as utilizing it in a team fight against the physical damage. Nice smoke is going to stop this. Roche perhaps in its track. There's no healing wood to fight break out.
GH's Echo. It could be absolutely huge here. Escape has to be very careful how they clump up. Immediate Chrono going to be dropped down onto Sin. Looks to remove the Snowstorm out of the fight. Disruptors out. Trixie jumps in with a Burrow Strike. And GH is going to be hot in the case of Trixie. They have the Hex with Kuroki. They continue to close down, but the Radiant Spurn actually bringing line incredibly low. Kuroki might just go down to the Radiance. It's falling low and he falls out. He's down. They've already found a second kill. Matumba turns towards the bear, trying to bring it out, but a good stuff from Yapso allowing him to get the damage and onto GH. The Radiance from the bear continues to tick down GH. He tries for the TP out. He is going to make it nothing to hold him back in time. Matumba and Mind Control surrounding the Juggernaut, but he gets the Omni Slash out. Error survives, healing ward's out as well. Now Mind Control has to be careful. Matumba with his second life, ready for round 2. Going straight back in onto Yapso, but the savage roars there from Koikfer, forcing back Mind Control and Matumba away from their cause. Error chases him down with the Blade Fury. He's going to be able to take down the Wraith King. It's another big kill for Escape. Mind Control will find his way out of here. A Miracle. Looks like he's okay. They're still Ghost War, but they don't have any vision on these two heroes, so Miracle will be fine. That we saw in that fight, just the potency of this Radiant Spare causing absolute issues for some of the members of Liquid.
They kind of ignored it that fight. I thought it.
Yeah. Alright. Alright. He'll take it.
Yeah. It felt like the approach was going to be, let's focus it down.
Way up the lane with the Echo Slam, level 11 as well. Escape have to be careful about trying to make a jump here. Kuroki, if he comes around to the right a little bit more, it will reveal himself. Actually, a fine Trixie. Trixie goes from the Burrow Strike. The Chrono drop immediately onto the Sand King. They'll get the Sunstrike, the Finger as well. GH coming in with the Echo Slam, only catching one. In fact, the Static Storm. Sinner is going to be there to allow for the turnaround. Traps one. Kuroki tries for the TP out. It's not going to be successful. The damage from Escape is too much. and they take 2 down and only lose 1.
2 for 1. It's going to be top lane as well, where that's going to slowly and surely get back to the Liquid base again. And no Glyph, this tier 3 tower has already been taken out without...
Just look how quickly it melts.
They picked this Wraith King
They
and
need to kill this bear.
yeah, they just haven't really been using the Wraith King on the Spirit Bearer until like far too late. Liquid just haven't felt like they're ever in the right position to defend. They're like, oh, they're pushing, they're breaking our high ground, and then not until like 10 seconds later has a response really been made. It feels like they need to be there before push comes in, but Escape reached the base and then Liquid react, rather than Liquid reacting before Escape even gets to the base.
You can see Kuroki under control, trying to close the gap. They get the Chronos. One this time onto
Nice
2,
damage
immediately sending the Void back out of this and get the burst onto the lone Druid. They come in with the Echoes now. Trixie falling down low, getting himself away immediately. They haven't got Koifa for this fight, losing him at the start of this, so this could be what exactly Liquid have been looking for, and indeed it is. They take 3 down. But Timmerman looking for more. The Omni Slash coming through from Arrow, turns his attention towards GH, trying to walk his way out to the sideline. Arrow, the only one left alive on the side. He's got to get himself away. They're chasing though, but Timmerman, Miracle, and Mind Control jump in and find the team wipe. Escape Gaming's hopes and dreams on the bottom lane crushed there. Anything on it, and yeah, gets that basher done. So that's going to be even more potent in the fight. It's also something to help hold back these BKB cores if he gets a good bash. And the Timmerman though jumping in immediately. They found Arrow needing help, and he is going to get it. Static Storm is laid down. Arrow Blade Feud forming away. Timmerman has the BKB, then Mike Shot comes in with a quick throw onto Sinner, and Sinner is out of this fight. Koifa trying to work his way onto GH. GH trying to hold him back, but he's gone. They've lost the Earthshaker. Eric coming in with a quick Omni Slash onto Mind Control. Time walks off to the sidelines, but Trixie, Eric, and Yonzo on the chase down. Meanwhile, on the left of it, Koifa is finishing off the back line as Mind Control goes to the TP out, but the glimpse is there. So Mind Control will be held in place for the time being. They'll continue to chase him down, and Escape Gaming should be able to finish off the Faceless Void as well. And indeed they do. Can he get the deny? He can't. They'll lose a third, and this is 3 heroes on Liquid down and out, no buyback, and here's your push coming in.
Yep.
Age is still intact on Koifa.
Yeah, no Chronosphere, it's like a 2-man defense here. Earthshaker will be respawning with a Blink Echo Slam, the one thing to be worried about, but they may have lost the racks already by then.
I'm a Timmerman coming in. How's he going to take the aggression of the bear? He gets rooted up, does have to reincarnate. That may be a bit of a blessing. He's getting forward down incredibly low. Actually gets a good EMP from Miracle onto Trixie. Trixie trying to get himself out. He's not going to make it. GH coming in with the Echo Slam. In the midst of it all, they focus on Justina and they turn their attention towards Koifa. Era coming in, and he needs to help out the team. That's a good stun from Kuroki, catching the multiple heroes out. Hexstyle and Finger bursting here incredibly low. He Mantis Style. Blade Fury's his way out of there. Yapsel still fighting on the front lines, looking for Miracle. He made to catch the Radiant Bear, but GH with the Fisher kills the bear, takes him out. They also find the main hero. Koifa's out once, has the resetter, brings it back in, using it to hold back Matumba. He's already used the reincarnate Matumba, so has to be careful once that BKB runs out, and already they want to go back in. Miracle boosting across onto the terrain script. GX is going to take an arrow to the backside. He's down. Liquid getting themselves back to base. Took some casualties there for Escape, but still making sure that they take a fair fight. And
the BKB on Arrow, this is kind of an all-in on the mid game for them. They're not going to be able to scale as well with the Jug now that he's gone for this BKB. On a DPS line, this is an item picked up almost entirely to be able to hit buildings during, like, when you go for that high ground push, and also just to take team fights.
Oh, this vision here, they'll spot out Kuroki. How hard does Escape Gaming want to go in onto it? They are going to control the Static Storm, in fact, for this Lion, jumping from Trixie to make sure they finish off the kill.
Actually, being kited. That's a wasted BKB.
That's the BKB ticking down. Yep, so to jump up to the high ground, gets the quick D ward. They get themselves a kill. They did have to come to the Static Storm and Moonlight Shadow for that one, but still Escape. Having good tools at their disposal as Epicenter's still up. Koifa, of course, just needs the power of the bear, and the bear...
He's got a BKB on the Spirit Bear, so
he's ready.
Could just BKB and hit buildings. Glyph down for 7 more seconds.
Oh, that's smart. You should put out by the stun. Take a lot of damage. Savage Roar to force back the harassment of Matumbaman's Wraith King. Down to half out, Matumbaman jumping back in again, looking to finish it off. Sinner in this time, glimpsing the Wraith King away, as because he just escaped, doing everything in their power to keep Liquid's hands away from the bear. Protect the bear at all costs, because the bear can go in and, as you said, just do insane amounts of damage to these buildings. You may just see that in a time being, but immediately the stuns and the damage is there. Liquid realize this. They want to try to abuse this chance to get a fight and move forward, but again, the Sentry and Ob's placement from Escape, meaning that they see the jump, and Tumaman's still going to come in immediately. Caught out by the first stone through for Trixie. Mind Control coming in though with the two-man chrono. Gets Koifa on the back lines, but as well as Trixie, a good Omni Slash comes through, and they'll take down the Tumaman. Miracle that's going to drop as well. GH Road coming over by us with the Empress now, catching up Koifa, but Tumaman's in with the damage. They found the lone Druid era of the BKB are running. They may not have the Invoker, but Escape, they don't have a Sand King, they don't have a lone Druid. This is the fight that Liquid want to look to take. Yapso coming in with the E-Plane, and the Stars not able to burst down Kuroki. There's a good specific to rip Tumaman away from Era, but already Tumaman's ripped Era to pieces. They'll rescind as well as Liquid jumping in hard, taking 4 of Escape. Yapso, the only remaining survivor, and just
Miracle does have boots of travel.
He's actually going to try for... He's going into the pit on his own.
Why not? Well, he's scattered.
Yeah, Trixie immediately jumping forward with the E-Blade that looks to burst him down low. Essentially survived that initial magical burst of the heals for the crit. What indeed, bringing it back up. He's still playing around the pit here. He's taken an incredible beating and he's still not going down. The drop the static story. Once the BKB, the Tumaman finally drops on the sideline. The Trixie already being forced back. Mind Control jumps and gets the bash up. They're taking the SK out of this fight. And there's the Chrono catching out Sid. It's not the flashiest, but it allows them to get a follow-through kill. Bringing Escape's numbers just down to 3 living. And that could be the space that they need to get the Roshan, the Aegis, and the Cheese themselves on Liquid.
Again, it's the team willing to make the bold calls and the aggressive plays being rewarded for it. Is Yapso going to go for this deal? Doesn't look like it. Just throw an arrow that catch one. Doesn't look like Yap is going to follow this one up. That's Cheese and Aegis.
Tasty amount of gold then, in reaching 7k in his pocket. He's got it now with that tower. Let's see what avenue he wants to go down with his next time pick up, but it feels like at the moment he's already got kind of enough to use in this team fight. He's got the levels that he needs, and his team around him have got the setup as well, between the Shaker and the Void. They're jumping for Yapso.
It's trying to force Escape to go onto them, Matu.
That's just going to turn onto Aaron, and Mind Control gets a beautiful Chronosphere, catching out 3 members. Trixie will be in on the backline, but with an epicenter Burrow strike. They move forward the Bears, they put the BKB, the Starstorm is taken out, Kuroki is taken down, Matumba for the first time. Escape, can they find themselves anything more? They look to lock down the Bear onto Matumba. GH is there with the fishes to try and help him get out. GH immediately TPs away, Matumba taking an Omni Slash to the face, and Escape Gaming, this time holding back the push of Liquid. The Bear just turns his attention back towards the racks, pops the BKB, and finally gets the punches through. Stunned down initially. He's found half of the racks already. Looking to finish it off, and can't quite get it though. The disarm and the stun bringing him back out. Mind Control jumps forward. At the same time, the Banshee tried to start the fight itself. Shamson leapt in, but the reactions there from Liquid. GH bursting him down. There's been a fight back from Matumba. They're looking for more. They'll find Cinnamon on the escape as well. And it's just a back and forth game here from both sides. And they may be able to kill the...
It may not just be the bottom line, because it could be game over for Liquid. So Matu taking no chances, uses his buyback. Now gets found at top lane.
Effects surrounded it. Trixie Nera coming in. Matumba pops the BKB, tries to turn. He needs a good few crits to deal with this. So
back up nearby.
He's out. Out for once. Mind Control pops down the Chronosphere. He's managed to find Aaron at post Omni Slash. So they'll turn and take it. That's the jump down, and down for a good 90 seconds, of course, with that buyback still on cooldown. The Liquid seems to get chased for anything more here. Mind Control just gets the first hit back onto the Bear. The Fusel Blade charge as well to hold it in place. Kuroki gets burst down in the back row for Yapso with the E-Blade. They'll take down the Bear though. That's the Bear out for point for it. They're jumping in for more here, Liquid. Towards Yapso, getting themselves behind the tower. Miracle, who can he find with his play? Mind Control's already found the bash onto Sinner and taking down the Disruptor. Mind Control, but Timmerman turn their attention towards Trixie. Jumping from GH, gets the Fisher off onto Yapso. Liquid surrounding the Piranha as well. They find a 4th kill, and only Yapso has the buyback available, and he'll use it immediately. Bear's still on resummoning for 20-second cooldown.
Yeah, and even when he has it, like when you're fighting with a numbers disadvantage, the Bear is so easy to kill because you're like, oh,
that could be a bit of a saving grace here for Escape, because the pain is coming through thick and hard from Liquid. Fortification still on cooldown. They're going to have GH jumping in off the G's, and in fact they've got the lockdown they need onto Yapso. He's now out for 90.
GH is...
Oh no, he missed the static storm. Oh, Synderen. At times like this, you can't have these slip-ups. You're playing with your backs against the wall. Liquid know the Mirana.
They're going for the throne here. They say there's a tier 2 at top. Well, let's take bigger objectives. Let's take the game 3.
Can they actually stop this? Simulator comes immediately onto their mind control, has the chrono, locking down, taking the mana away with that diffuser blade as well. That's going to be the bear out. Going for low, surrounded by Liquid. The Omni Slash has come through from Error, but it doesn't seem to be enough damage at all. It barely tickles them. They turn their attention towards Jug. Liquid look to be doing it here in game 3 as Trixie and Aaron try to get back to the base, back to Fnatic days. They're not going to make it. Error's out, Trixie as well. GG, well played is called. Our Liquid take the grand finals here at the ASUS ROG DreamLeague 3-0. Very strong performances. You can't deny their escape, putting up an absolute fight. But at the end of the day, Liquid